everybody, it's me, Jose Segura, your SMEA president. Welcome to another episode of Fireside Chat with the President, episode number 77. We got a lot to do, like usual, so let's get at it. Hey, let's start with Teacher Appreciation. Now, this was Teacher Appreciation Week, and Teacher Appreciation Day is in there somewhere. But I really wanted you all to know that we haven't forgotten you. I know every year SMEA does something for our members, and we actually have been working on it this week, so stay tuned. CTA's Teacher Appreciation Day is May 12th, so that's the day we were going to go with. So I think we have till May 12th. But I also want to say it's just not just teachers that folks appreciate, right? It's teachers. You know, it doesn't matter what subject you teach, what age group you teach, what ability levels you teach. But it's also we appreciate our nurses and our SLPs and our RSPs, our adaptive P teachers, our psychologists, our counselors, behavior therapists. Behavior specialists and therapists. Every member of our association is appreciated. We know that it takes all of us in order to help make a school run. It takes all of us to make sure that our students are receiving the best possible public education that they can. And so I appreciate you. Thank you very much for everything you do. And in these, and I'll say this term that I think maybe has been overused, but in these unprecedented times, you all have stepped up, you've leaned into it, and you have just done amazing work. And so if there's ever a time to appreciate those folks who work in public education, who work in education in general, now is the best time as any. So thank you. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week to all of our folks. And like I said, SMEA, we haven't forgotten you. We are working on something. Your executive board's been going back and forth all this week. We have something that we think is kind of special, and so hopefully we will have that out for you by May 12th. Stay tuned. All right. Next up, summer school update. Now, you all received recently an email from Ms. Beltran about summer school pay. So I don't know if I need to really go into that, except to add that part of the recent agreement with the district that was referenced in Mrs. Beltran's email is the fact that we negotiated 15 minutes of paid prep for every 1 hour of instruction. Now, this was really important because in the past, prep time for after-school programs, Saturday schools, summer schools, it varied widely across programs from year to year, and really there was no consistency in that. Some folks got a really nice amount of prep. There's other folks who got no prep. We've had members who were promised prep and then turned out that the person who promised it to them didn't have the authority to authorize it. And so we felt it was really important to make sure that there was prep built into the system. So the part of the agreement that goes along with that pay schedule that you all saw is 15 minutes of paid prep for every 1 hour of instruction. So if you're doing a 4-hour summer school, you're really going to be paid for 5 hours of work because you're going to be an hour of prep on top of that. And that includes after-school programs, Saturday schools, and summer school programs. Doesn't matter if it's ESY, Gen Ed, summer school, migrant, all the same. So I just want to run down a few things because I've had some questions about, well, what type of summer school are we running this year? So here's what I know. I got this straight from Jennifer Loftus, and her and I spoke, and I asked if it was okay if I shared this. She said, no problem. So ESY, for our special education folks, there will be summer school. That summer school will be in person only, and it'll be a 4-hour of instructional program plus your prep on top of that. And then I believe only one site will house the entire district's summer school program. And then there's going to be various migrant summer school programs throughout the summer. They're going to range in length a day. So depending on which program you sign up for or you get yourself in for, you may be teaching just a couple hours, you may be teaching more than that. But and those will be a combination of in-person and distance, depending again on the type of program that you sign up for. So make sure you ask the questions when you're signing up. If it's important to you to know whether it's going to be in-person, it's going to be distance learning, and what the length of the teaching day is going to be. And then there is also regular summer school or Gen Ed summer school. That's going to occur at all the sites pretty much. And that's going to be a 3 hours a day plus prep. And that will be in person only. So there'll be no DL or distance learning for regular site summer school programs. And the district is also going to add something called a bridge program, or bridge, which is going to be at the end of summer, right before school starts. It's going to be a 2-week program, but right now it's just being scheduled at junior highs. It may expand to elementaries, but for right now, they're just talking about it at the junior highs, and that's going to be an in-person only program. So there's a little update of what is going to be offered this summer for summer school. All right, let's move on to the next thing. rally this coming Wednesday, we're going to have a SMEA rally out in front of the district office right there on Miller Street. It's going to be from 4 to 6 p.m. Again, that's this Wednesday, May 12th. 4 to 6 p.m. right before the school board meeting begins. We really want you to come out, support your fellow teachers, support your fellow SMEA members, your fellow counselors and psychologists and therapists, and everybody else is a member of our association who's impacted by the outcomes of our contract. And so we really would love to see as many of you out there as we can. We're going to have signs. You can make your own sign. You can pick up one of the signs we're going to have there. We're also going to have some treats that we're going to be passing out. We'll do some raffles. So we're going to try to make it a fun event. We really want you to come out. Now, this will be a public event, so we want to make sure that you're masked up appropriately and that we maintain a level of social distancing. But there's plenty of room out in front of the Sousa Center, so I think we're going to be okay. So, like I said, come on out and support your fellow teachers, your peers, your school site, and all members across the district. We really want to try and make sure that whatever gets mediated later on in May, when we have the mediated negotiations with the district, as part of our impasse process, that we can walk away from that with a fair contract that respects the work-life balance of all of you, and that not just puts our students out front, but also puts our members out front with them. Because happy teachers make happy classrooms, and then that allows everybody to be as productive as possible. So May 12th, 4 to 6 p.m., come on out. Like I said, if you want to make your own signs, you can. There can be signs about settling a fair contract, respect for work-life balance, safe return of students to all of our sites, things like that. Or we will have some pre-printed signs there you can pick up once you arrive. So we will see you on Wednesday, May 12th. Go back to the email that this video was attached to. You'll see a RSVP link. Click on that. Let us know you're coming so that we can make sure we have enough of everything for everyone who wants to come out. Awesome. We'll see you then. Next, we have our SMEA recognition event. So last week I announced that we were not going to have a traditional SMEA recognition dinner because we just can't, fill a room with 450, 500 folks and celebrate like we have in the past. So we're going to have a virtual event like we did last year. And we'll be putting that production together here pretty quickly. So what I'm asking of you is this. If you go back to the email that this video was attached to, in the section of the email where it announces submit pics for our SMEA event. We'd like you to submit photographs that you've taken throughout this year. They can be photographs of your site. They can be photographs of your Zooms. They can be photographs you've taken in whatever capacity as an educator. They can even be photographs of you doing things that are fun and that you were doing safely anytime during this past year outside of the workplace. We really want to kind of celebrate how folks made the most of this particular year. We know it was a struggle. We know it was difficult. We know it was challenging for all of us. But there are some silver linings, and there are a lot of you out there who made the most of it, and we're still able to keep a smile on your face and keep a positive attitude and encouraging others to do the same. So we really want to celebrate that. So go back to the email that this video was attached to in the section that's entitled Submit Pics for our SMEA celebration. I'd like you to click on the link and submit whatever pictures you want into that file. We'd love to see them and love to use them in our final product. And so that is for our SMEA recognition production. Also, if you are a teacher of the year or you're a retiree, you've already received an email from me asking for you to submit a picture of yourself. That way we can use that in the final production as well. So if you haven't done that yet, please make sure that you go ahead and find that email. It was sent into your district email. If you're a retiree or a site teacher of the year, find it, click on it. There's a link there. We can drop in your personal photo so that we can use that for our final production. All right. Awesome. Great. And then last but not least, we have PD for Me. Our PD for Me is going to continue this week. We have exercise classes on Mondays and Fridays. And we also have our hiking club is meeting this Tuesday out at the Pismo Reserve. So don't forget about that. There's a link to sign up for that in the email. There's also a link to the virtual exercise classes in the email. And of course, we have yoga returns to us this Wednesday. So you'll find the Zoom link to that also in the email that this video is attached to. So I think that's all of it for this week. Hey, have a great weekend. We're already, charging through May here. Seems like time is just flying by, and you all are just doing an amazing job. Just the stories that I'm hearing about the phase 2 and the phase 3 instruction that's going on, it just blows me away. And I want you also to know that I will be subbing a couple of days this month, and also a couple of days in June. So I already have those scheduled. I believe I'm going to be at Kuntz One day, I know I have a day over at Miller, and then I have a third day that's already scheduled. I don't remember what site that's at, but if you see me on your campus, that's probably why, because I'll be chipping in and helping to alleviate some of the sub shortage the best that I can. So I'll see you all on campuses maybe. If not, I'll see you all the next Fireside Chat with the President. Have a good weekend.